Hey guys, I'm Davey Wavy, and I'm here with Sam Wiles.
Hi.
Sam, have you ever been shit on during sex?
Not intentionally, but yeah.
That's what we're going for here.
Like, that's what we're talking about, right?
Right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then no. Or yes.
So
who hasn't, really? I mean...
So, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
So, when you got shit on...
Yeah.
And when I say shit on, I mean, like you had sex, it got messy.
A little messy.
A little
yeah.
messy.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Suddenly, first you smell it, then you see
usually.
it.
Yeah.
How did you handle it?
Well, I think the number one golden rule is just don't be a dick about it. And I think that it's just knowing that, like, obviously the other person...
Shit onto others as you want shit onto you.
Exactly. It's the golden rule. Obviously, this person didn't do it on purpose, I'm hoping. And they're probably a little embarrassed about it, too. So I think the number one thing is, like, do not be a dick about it. Because that's absolutely not going to do anything to improve the mood. And whenever it's happened to me, I've just been chill about it. Like, instead of being like, oh my god, or whatever, just like, no big deal. Like, all it takes, get it cleaned up, go rinse off, whatever you need to do. And just be nice about it.
I actually think that there is a certain etiquette to it. So if you're topping and you look and there's poop on the condom or on your penis or whatever the situation is, that I think, like, as a top, that you kind of have a certain responsibility to, like, let the bottom know.
Totally.
Be like, look, it's okay, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna go get a towel. Because I think the bottom's probably nervous and embarrassed, and I think if you can kind of put yourself out there and show, like, hey, I care about you, go get a towel.
Or even, like, I've even said, like, go use my shower, go rinse off, do whatever you gotta
like,
do.
get out of this bed.
No, I'm like, please leave. No. But no, I'm always just like if they're over at my place, it's like, please, like, feel free to use my shower, use whatever you need. Like, I'm just very like, what do you need? Like, what can I do?
Can I call you an Uber?
Yeah. Do you need a cab? Here are your clothes? No. No, I'm kidding. I'm just always very like, how can I help? Like, what do you need me to do? And just try to diffuse the situation because it's, awkward.
Here's a reality of it is that, like, I think that if a top that gets pooped on doesn't forgive you and makes a big deal about it, then they're not a top that you should be bottoming for in the first place. That's a top that's not worth his weight.
Yeah, definitely. And also I think just being a little understanding. Like, I've been in situations where I had a plan to meet up with a guy. We planned it a few days in advance. Like, we knew it was going to happen. And that's when you're like, okay, like, you prepare, you get ready. But also I've been in instances where, like, we hook up and it's kind of not, it's an in the moment kind of thing. And it happened and the guy was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, relax. I just put it in your butt out of nowhere. Like, I get it. I took that risk. I knew you might not have been, like, completely prepared, but I took the risk. So, like, it's not, I'm as much to blame as you are. So, like, I think just being understanding of the circumstances as well.
So if you are new to anal sex, and this is kind of like, this is new territory to you, there's a mathematical certainty that at some point when you have anal sex, what do we like to say? It's turning a 2 lanes of traffic into 1
Oh, yeah,
street.
yeah.
Like, there's a mathematical certainty that, like, an accident is going to happen somewhere along the way. The real question is, how are you going to handle it? Exactly,
and there are points where, like, it's your body does its thing sometimes, and you're kind of, as much as you can prepare and get ready, like, sometimes you just can't, it's not in your control. But yeah, it's just, don't be a dick about it. That's really all it takes.
Or you could, like, just incorporate it into your play.
Some people are into that.
Yeah, I mean, see where the world takes you.
Just throw that out there, who knows? Well, I was just gonna say, some tops don't care either.
Oh, that's true.
Some guy, like, there's been times where the guy's like, yeah, I don't care. Like, they'll just accept it, and that's part of it, and they'll just keep going. And
that's
I'm
especially
like,
true with straight people, because straight guys are just so excited to get anal, whether it's from, like, if they're fucking a girl, whatever, they don't even care.
Yeah.
They're just so excited to get anal that, like, there could be poop spraying out, and they're just like, they don't.
It could be like the Bellagio fountain of poop, and they'd be like, let's go.
So tables turn.
Yep.
What's the etiquette of being a bottom and pooping on someone during anal sex?
I think it's, again, just the scenario of, like, I think the biggest thing is
adults.
Just, like, being adults about it. I've talked to guys who are like, ew, that's gross. I'm like, what are we in fucking kindergarten? Like sex is an adult thing. You need to be an adult about it, and it can be gross, but you take the steps, but you still need to, like, it happens. So just be a grown up about it and be like, hey, this is a thing. Like, I'm gonna be nice about it. Let's deal with it. So if it happens as a bottom, it's the same kind of thing. It's just, if you can kind of feel it inside sometimes that, like, oh, things are
I'm 35 at this point. I don't
things
feel
aren't
anything
kosher
down there.
and right. It's just like numb from the waist down. If you don't necessarily feel confident or you feel like something's gonna happen, all it takes is just being like, "Hey, I need a minute. Like, just give me a second. Run to the bathroom. Do what you got to do." And again, if it's a good top, they'll be like, "Yeah, cool, no problem."
I think the most important thing that you can do as a bottom, if it gets messy, is to forgive yourself.
Exactly.
To know that it happens.
Don't beat yourself up about it.
Clean up, do what you need to do, jump in the shower, and then maybe you try again, or maybe you do other things.
Yeah, and I think on either side, it just takes the honest adult communication of like, this happens, and just deal with it.
Yeah. Amen.
And you know what? Some guys are into it, so maybe you can just ride that wave.
What's they call Blumpies?
Blumpkins. I learned about those today.
So on that note, thanks guys for watching. Sam, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'll put your Instagram down below.
Please do.
And as always, more to come. So if you enjoyed today's video, then make sure you click on over to himeros.tv. Of course, you have to be 18 or older to check it out because it is totally explicit and totally naked. But it is erotic content that is designed to help you have better sex. I know, it's very exciting. So go check it out, himeros.tv.